The times are changing. Bob Dylan. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly again. Music is universal language. We listen to music for many reasons. But do we listen to the message? What influence of music are a result of cultural change? The socio-economic changes that are reflected in the tone of the message. Over time, music has reflected the cultural change of the time, from Hispanic to black to white to female. There is a different interpretation of view of our society. The common message for many artists is that old or times, the outlook on society is changing. I'm here to persuade you to think about how these artists all represent cultural change in our society. Music doesn't see color, race, religion, or wealth. It's an expression of the way society is viewed. Richie Valens is considered one of the fathers of the Chicano rock movement of rock and roll genius. Influenced by Mexican folk songs, grew up in San Fernando Valley, and experienced prejudice as part of his Hispanic life in Southern California, but stood up for his culture. He began his career as a garage band before being discovered. He got discovered by his hit song, Come On, Let's Go in 1958. This was his first minor hit. Then another song in 1958, La Bamba, originally a Mexican folk song, was transformed into a rock and roll mega hit, fused Mexican folk song with rock and roll. Richie Valenzuela was the first Hispanic artist to become famous in the mainstream of rock and roll, but retained his Mexican heritage and pride. As the face of society in Southern California changed due to Hispanic influence and population, the time had come to accept a Latino star in the music of rock and roll. His life was cut short at the age of 18 when he died in a plane crash in 1959 with Buddy Holly, Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson. Their lives were immortalized in the song American Pie, The Day the Music Died, by Don McLean in 1971. This next man is known as the greatest guitar player ever. This is Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was an African-American songwriter and guitarist who grew up in Seattle. He played guitar with both his right and left hand. He was influenced by Bob Dylan and Eric Chapman during the 1960s hippie anti-social movement in society due to the government's involvement in wars of Vietnam. Music became a vehicle to send a message. Rather than a mood or a love song, it became a form of a protest. Hendrix was known for many quotes related to society, such as, music is stronger than politics, music is the safe kind of high, and music is my religion. These are just a few quotes reflecting his view on society. It was also reflected in his songs and music. In his song with Bob Dylan, he sang about the Joker and the Thief, a message of upper class watching over lower class, how to overcome this society. He's also known for his disruptive and controversial national anthem playing on his guitar in Woodstock in 1969. In 1969, Jimi Hendrix played his famous version of the national anthem with screeching guitar, sounds of bomb and rockets. His message is that it was time for change. Old and new, black and white. It's now new and old. The young have learned in a short time what it took the old to learn for decades. Times are changing. Society was changing. His great life was cut short at the age of 27. The next person and final person I'm sharing with you is Joan Jett, a Caucasian female hard rock punk star who was born in 1975 and is still alive today. She's considered the queen of rock and roll. Joan Jett, at the time, was viewed as controversial for her lyrics, the way she dressed, and the messages that she was portraying to the society. She's not only such a strong influence in the rock and roll movement, but a feminist movement as well. She broke the culture to allow females to express their feelings not only through song, but through how they dress and the way they act on stage. She's an entrepreneur and a great woman. She was also, there was a movie named after her as well in the late 2000s. While music is an art form, it is also a reflection of our society and changing time. The messages along with artists change as does society. Cultural change brings about the way we accept and view music and artists, and music shows how we view society. From a young male Latino from LA from the 50s that retained his heritage, to an African American guitarist in the 60s, to a white female rocker in the 70s still going, the artists are sending you a message. Listen to the music. Listen to the message, not just the music. Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Is there anything that you know that you did not know before?
Not really, just Joan Jett, her background. Anything else? Yes?
Which one's your favorite artist?
Probably Hendrix.
Thanks.
All done.
Yay.
And I'm the fifth person.